Hello everyone. Welcome back to CryptoTrain.io. Today I'm going to show you how to set up your chart, how I do it. There's many different ways, but this is the style that I like to set up your charts on a higher time frame. So when you go to a lower time frame, you'll be able to implement your resistance and your support lines. First of all, I don't believe in going back 100,000 years like some people do and be like, look, it touched it in 1909 and that's why it touched it in 2023. That's just ridiculous to me. And no one really cares what happened in 1909, right? We care about what happens right now. We want to get in, get out. We want to get our profits, and we don't want to hold on to it. Because if you want to hold on to it, by all means, buy anything you want right now. And in 5 years is most likely going to be worth a lot more money than what you bought now. So if you're only into it to invest long term, there's no reason to set up charts. Just buy and sell in 5 years. All right. With that said, this is all you need on your chart, okay? This is on the day chart. You don't have to go back very far. You just want to get a couple of lines on there, some channels on there, and then go to the lower time frames. So the first thing we want to look for is, first thing I do is I like to put a horizontal line right there, and I leave it white because it's my background is gray, so it's easy for me to see. Or you can change it to black, but since my moving average is black, I don't like using black. All right, so all you do is you put your horizontal line on the bottom and you just slowly scroll up until it hits right here. You can see that it hit right here. Do you have any more points right there where it hits on the chart that you have right now? No, so that's not a very good support line, right? Or a resistant line, right? So you want to go up here and now look what we have. We have a resistant line and it became a support line. Now we have something that we can work with, but we really want to have three or more on there to have a good solid foundation. Though you could use this one, it's probably a good one where you can set it up in there, so you could leave it there if you want. Next thing you do is you just put your next horizontal line up there and see where we have a support and resistance. This is clear as day. We have one, we have two, we have three, we have four. It became a support resistance line. This is a good one. Again, you just go there and see where it has it, and you can see immediately we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we have 4. Now, see a lot of people will say, well, look at these two. These are too close. Do you leave them on there? Absolutely, because if it goes below here, this is definitely going to be your sell target if you're going short. And then we have there. We do it again. We go up here, wait until we see it. Also, we don't want it to go straight through the candlesticks. We want, I used the wicks, so we want to use the wicks as our support and resistance. We can see right here, we have a real good resistance right here. It broke above it. Now it started playing with it. But look right here. This is all these days right here. It became a resistance. Now we have a good one. So now we have 4 lines on there that now we can play with. The next thing you want to do is you want to go and you want to have a couple of channels on there, the parallel channels if you have that on there, or you can use boxes if you will. But we want to have a very nice size parallel channel on there, and we want several touches on there. And here is a prime example. We want to change this color because that looks a little bright for us, so we want to change it to a lighter color, and we don't want to have in the background, we just want the channel itself. So now you know that if we come into this channel came into it this way. The rule is that it came upwards into it, and that's exactly where it broke out at. So let's see if it actually got to us. I'll show you how to measure it. So it came in right here. This is where your first touch is. And here is your touch, 18.79%. So the rule is that if it breaks out of there, we want to target 18.79%. Get out of there. 18.79%. And you can see that we actually 18.79 almost got there. But that is the rule. That's how you measure that. By the way, if you want to learn how to set up these charts and go more in depth, how to identify certain patterns, go ahead and join Discord. But this is super simple to do. This is the way I set it up, and you can see right here, this is a clear as day. We have a little downward channel right there, and look, that's all you need on the chart. That's all you need. Now you go to a lower time frame and look what happens. Now everything's farther apart, right? So it doesn't look so congested. But look right here, it almost came down there and hit our resistant line, and that's where we're at right now. Broke out of our channel. So if you already had this set up and you go to a lower time frame and you see this breaking out, what would you do? This is the exact trade that you can go look back that we've already done before. It broke out right here. What you do, you just put it back into the channel, because if this is a false breakout, then you will get stopped out almost immediately. So what do? You put your short there. Oops. You put your short there, and you immediately have a quick stop loss, which is 1.1, and you just ride this EMA down, and if you sold right now, you'll be at 6.64%. And it's very simple to do. You set up on the day chart, you trade on lower time frames. You can even go down lower time frames if you choose to, if you whatever your chart you want to use. If you go down to the 15-minute chart, you can see that there's nothing there, right? Because it's so far apart, because it's so much data in there in the higher time frame. So that's why you want to stay on the higher time frames, like the 1 hour chart is a good example. Again, look, you broke out of your parallel channel. You can get into that position. You have a stop loss. You could road it all the way down. But set it up on a higher time frame, a 2-day, 1-day, 3-day, and then trade on a lower time frame, but not too low, because you want to be able to see the lines on there. So what I teach is that we set it up on the day chart, and we trade on the 4-hour chart all the way down to the 1-hour chart. If this helped you, hit the thumbs up. And if you want more content like this and help to trade, how to set up your charts, join Discord. We'll help you set up everything.